Welcome to Scratch Coders. So today we are going to build a website with a 3D parallax effect. So we are going to add a mouse move 3D parallax effect on basic HTML and CSS website. And we are going to add a Vanilla-tilt.js as an amazing functionality library to learn for beginners. So what is Vanilla-tilt.js? It is a smooth uh, 3D tilt library forked from tilt.js. And tilt.js is a tiny request frame animation frame powered 60 plus fps lightweight parallax hover tilt effect. So let's start practically working on making a parallax website. So first we are going to make a new folder. We open a folder, and then wherever you want to make a folder, just new folder, and then parallax, select folder. Okay, so in this folder, so we will create a file name index.html. Okay, so here we are going to use the exclamation mark for the code in HTML. And so then uh, we are just going to give a title for it as a parallax effect. And then we are going to make a new file, add an style.css. So in HTML, we are going to give a link of the style.css, that is link rel, which is style sheet, and then type, which will be text slash css, and then href to link, which will be style.css. Okay, then this is the head. Then we are going to give the in a body, we are going to add a header, and in the header we are going to give a link as a logo. So href, it will be a hash, and so class um, class will be like a logo. Then here the name, let's give scratch border. Okay, after that we are going to give a URL for a list, an order list, and in that list we are going to add home. Here the class will be active, as it will be an active link, and then we are going to give the href, which will be a hash only. Like this we are going to make three more, but those will not be active. Okay, so it will be like learn more about contact. So our basic aim is is using a parallax effect. So we are not going deep in while making this stuff. Then this will be a header. Okay, so let's see what we have made so far. The new terminal in the parallax, we are going to get dot slash index dot html. Yeah, so you can see there is a link which was a logo, and here is the list we have made. So we are going good so far. So next we are going to give a css for what we have done so far. So first of all, so we are going to take a Google API link for the font. We are importing it, and after importing the whole CSS will be like a margin which will be 0, and then padding which will also be 0, then box sizing will be like border box which will be in the border. And so the font family which we have imported it will be Poppins and sans serif, and the scroll behavior will be smooth, which gives a smooth scrolling behavior. And then in the body we'll be going to add a mean height of 100, and then 100 view height, and then we are going to add a background will be like a linear gradient to b, and so this it will be a some purplish color, and then next color will be some like a bluish color, and next overflow will be overflow of the x will be hidden. So let's see. Yeah, so you can see a new nice look. So next, and also the font is also good. Yeah, so next we are going to give the CSS for the header, which will be position absolute, then it will be on the top, so we'll give 0, top left, so we'll give left also 0, then width will be 100%, and we're going to give the padding 30 px and 100 px. And next we are going to give the display of flex, and which will be flexible, and the justify content, which will be a space between. So it will be between, the space between will be between the logo and those navigation bar. And next we'll give the align items will be centered, and the z index will give 1000. Then let's check. Yeah, so it's space between, and also it is centered align, all is good. Yeah. So next we are going to give the css for the logo of the header. So header dot logo, the color will be white. Then font weight will be just 700, where the text decoration will be none, and the font size will be 2 em. Then text transformation will be uppercase. We don't want lowercase in such. And letter spacing will be 2 pixels. So let's check. Yeah, now it gives a nice look. So next we are going to get the CSS for this navigation items. So first UL on ordered list will be display flex, and justify content will be centered, and also align items will be centered. Um, okay, so we will save it. Let's check it. Yeah, so it is centered, but it is not looking good, sir. So we will give the CSS for the list. So next header list. So list style will be none, no list we are going to give. Then margin left will be 20 px. So let's check if if it is looking good. Yeah, now it's look good, but the decency and appearance is not so good. So we'll giving each of those li a new look. So first the link where the text decoration will be none, and we are going to give a padding which is 6 px and 15 pixels, and then color will be white, and border radius will be 20 px. So after saving it, we are going to see like what something is messing up. Oh, so this li list. Yeah, so something was missing, and the thing is, in the list we have not given a link. So this will all be in the link. So we are going to give search to the everyone. I messed up. Yeah. So now everything is good. So let's uh yeah. So let's just check it if it is working. Yeah. Now it's working. So we are padding, given a padding, color white, and also this link. So next we are going to give an active state to the home and rest all to the if the hover. If you will hover on them, then it will be giving the background white. So let's go to style, and then here give mm, set, yeah. So we'll give a header ULLI list and A to the hover. Okay, and also we are going to give the active state. So header ULLI A dot active, as active is the class. So in this we are going to give a background of white, and next the color will be somewhat blackish, so it will be like this purple one. Okay, so it will give a nice look. So next let's check. Yeah, so this is active, and on hovering we are going to see a background hover. So we are done with the navigation. So now we are going to make our parallax effect work. So after header, we are going to give a section, and in the section, we are going to give a div, a div element, where we are going to give a class of container, and then a next div element where the class will be box as such, and next we are going to add a h2 element for a header. That header will be, let's make something different. So it will be red moon. So we're giving a class of name. Okay. So next, let's check if it is on the run there. Yeah, the red moon is visible. So next. We are going to add a link like a, and then we are going to give a href, which will be a hash, and then we are going to give a class that will be explore one. Let's give it like explore one, as we are going to take the uh, three of those containers. Now let's give it explore. Okay, and next we are going to add an image. Sorry, where the source will be uh, where the source will be images. So we're going to paste those images I have given in on the a drive link where you can get those images. Redmond.png. So we will paste it here. So I have added the images here. So next, let's see if the image is showing. Yeah, this is the image, and this is the link of that explore we have given. So now let's just style it. Let's give more containers to, yeah. So this will be container box, and the name, let's give it a crescent moon. Then let's give it a like a yellow moon. Yeah. So after giving those, let's wait, change the image name which I have given. It is gray.png for the crescent moon, and this is the yellow moon .png, and the explore will be the same. And then for the image, we'll give a class of type. So for image, let's give a class of here type, here class of type 1, and here class of type 2. Yeah, so after that, uh, let's just save it and check. Yeah, so here the red moon, crescent moon, and yellow moon. Okay, so after that, you're going to add the CSS. So let's go for it. Give it a the section part will be display flex, then justify content center, and then align items also center, and then you're going to add a mean height. Yeah, it's fine. Okay, let's don't give it. Let's give a background. Yeah, it's okay. Background is also good. So next, we're going to add a container. Yeah. So container, the position will be relative, and then the display will be flex, then justify content center, align item center, then flex wrap will be wrap, then the width will be 1200 px, where the transform style will be preserve 3D, as we are going to give a 3D effect. So let's check. Yeah, so all are in the same line, as we can see. Yeah, so let's go for it. So next we are going to give the style for the box, which is inside the container. So dot box, position will be relative, then width will be, let's take 300 pixel, and the height will also be the same. Yeah, some change, 400 pixel, just a bigger height. And then the margin will be 40 px and auto. Okay, so background, and the background will be like blackish, and the border radius will be 20 px with the transform style of preserve 3D. So let's check it. Yeah, so let's give a margin, up margin for the container. Margin top will be like, let's give 30 px, and then let's check it. Yeah, I'm going to give a more. Let's give it uh 70 or 80 px. And then let's see. Yeah, yeah, it will be a center align, then it will look good to watch. So let's give it 100 px. Yeah, so now it is in the center. Okay, so next, yeah, it is inside. The images are on the outside, so you are going to give those images the CSS so that it will be inside. So next, we will give the name. So let's go for it. Sorry, container box name, where the position will be absolute, top 0, as we are going to make it on the top, and left, right 0 for the center alignment. Justify content will be center. Then the text align will be also center. Then the color will be white, and the transform style will be preserve 3D, and opacity will be somewhat will be 0, and the Z index as 10. And also we are going to give the transform as a translate 3D, as we are going to make it 3D. So transform translate 3D with 0, 0 and 75 pixels. and also a transition of somewhat 0.8 seconds. 0.8 seconds. Let's check. Yeah, so it's in the center, and it has been came. So we're going to give the before and after effect of the CSS. So let's give it a shot. So dot container dot box, when you hover on the box, then the name will be like on the top 40 pixels, and also the opacity of 1. Okay, so let's check. Yeah, so like when we hover, it comes on the top of the 40 pixels and somewhat opacity of 1. Okay, so let's first also give the box effect. So on when the container box hovers, when the box hovers after, okay, then the content will be light. Okay, and the position will be absolute with the bottom of 20 pixels and right to 20 pixels. Then the font size will be 5.9 em, and the font weight will be 900 to give us somewhat bold. The color will be white, and also the font style will be italic, and also the opacity of 0 and transition of 0.8 seconds. Let's save it. Yeah, so it's after hovering. Let's check something. Mm. We have matched up. Like such, we are going to give the container box hover effect before, where the content will be moon, position will be absolute, top to the 20, left somewhat 5 pixels, and also the font size of 5.4. Yeah, so the color will be white, and font style will be italic, opacity of 0, font weight of 700, somewhat less. uh Something is messing up. Let's check. Mm, Content. Yeah, actually this should be before hovering. So let's save it. Mm, why is it not showing? The container is there. Okay, so this box. Mm, okay. Yeah. So next, we have given uh, a hover to the box before, and also the after hover. The opacity of the box will be 0.04. Okay. So let's check if everything is working good. Let's refresh it and see. Yeah, red moon is the moon and light is also, yeah. You can see the hover effect is looking good. Yeah. So next, let's just make that explore link to a button. So container box explore one. As there are three links, we are going to give the position of absolute, then bottom of 0. It will be at the bottom of the box. Then we are going to give the left 50%, will be somewhat on the center, in the center. Then transform style will be preserve 3D. Then we are going to give the translate 3D. So let's give transform translate 3D with the minus 50 px, which gives which tells that it will come from the bottom to sorry 50%, 0, and then 75 px, which will translate it to the 75 pixels. Then the color will be white. Background will be somewhat red, as it is the red moon. Then after that we are going to get the padding of 10 px and 25 pixels. Then the border radius of 30 pixels. Then the text decoration will be none, as we are going to remove the link the underline of the text. And we are going to give the transition of 0.8 seconds, opacity of 0, then z index of 10, and also 8 seconds again. So let's check. uh, yeah, you can see there is a explore coming up, but it is not showing, as we are going to give the to all those Yeah, so next we are going to give the hover effect of the box. So container dot box hover. When the box is hover, the explore one will be at the position absolute with the bottom of 0, then left of 50%. Let's just copy this stuff. Yeah, so the transform style is preserved, the translate will be same 50, the color will be white, the background will be the background mm, yeah, yeah, I think actually we are just giving the bottom of 30 pixels and opacity of 1. So let's check it. Yeah, so now you can see that explore is coming up. Yeah, nice little effect. But here is red, then here it will be somewhat uh, gray as it is a crescent moon, and here the yellow. So let's change it. So just we're going to full copy it, the hover effect, copy, paste it 2 times, and come here and just make it explore 2. Here also explore 2, and here we'll be changing the background as to the background will be um, grayish. Yeah, so the rest is same. The next bottom and opacity is same. Here we are going to give the background of and yeah, so this is the background. So oh man, something is still messing up. Yeah, given this will be explore 3 and explore 3. So let's save it. Yeah, why do yeah, I have not changed here. Here all are explore 1 actually. So let's change it to explore 1, explore 2 and explore 3. So let's save it. Yeah, red, crescent and the blue. Yeah. So next we are going to give the style for the type, which is the image. So container box hover type, and the position will be absolute, where the top will be 50% and the left will be 50%, and also the max width will be 280 pixels, and also the transition will be 0.8 seconds and Z index as 12. Yeah, given the transition, so let's give the transform style as preserve 3D and also translate. So let's transform translate 3D with minus 50%, minus 50%, and 0 pixel. 0 pixel will be the translate for now. Yeah, so it is translating. Yeah, I've given the type 1, type 2 different, and type 3 different. So let's make a hover effect. So dot container dot box hover, then type will be transform, which will translate 3D to minus 50% and 100 px. Okay, so let's save it and check it. Yeah, so it is giving a nice effect. Yeah, so next we are going to give the same for the other images. So it will be, let's see what we have given. Type 1 and type 2. So type 1, type 2, and here in the type 2 we are going to give the height will be like 190. So next the type 2 also we are giving the height of 190. So let's save it and check. Why the initials of the image are like such? Should be in the center for some moment and then it should be the translate. The default should not change. Let me check. So just first complete it and check if anything is missing or something. Yeah, so we are done with this header stuff. So now we're going to add the vanilla tilt. So let's go to the website and search Vanilla-tilt.js, and here is the GitHub link. In this link, let's go to this mean.js, save this JavaScript file to your mm, folder. So let's just save it here. Yeah, so it's done. After that, so after saving, we are just going to let's just go here. Yeah, and then in this, after the section, we're going to add a script. Yeah, and the script source will be vanilla tilt.mean.js. Okay, which we have added here. Yeah, and after that script, as we have imported it, so next script will be vanilla tilt.init, where the document dot query selector all. We are going to add all the selector in the box. So then in the box we are going to give the max of 25 and the speed of 400. Let's just save it. Yeah, so now you can see a very cool vanilla effect. Yeah, so here the type will be before the hovering, I mean before, and then after hovering it will translate. Yeah, so let's remove it. Yeah, so now save it. Yeah, I think hover and then remove this hovering effect. Let's save it and refresh. Yeah, so now our website is ready. As we have discussed the parallax effect with the vanilla tilt effect. So this is here transitions, the tilting, the cool tilting effect, the best effect you must have ever seen. Yeah, So keep learning. Thank you.